let's take a look at our top selections.
Race 8 on Saturday at Santa Anita is the Grade 2 San Carlos. It's a 7 furlong sprint for sprinters. How about that? A sprint for sprinters, 7 furlongs. And this year's San Carlos did not come up particularly strong. This is a race that has been won in recent years by the likes of Smiling Tiger, The Factor, Kona Gold, trained by the late, great Bruce Headley. Surf Cat, also trained by Headley. But this year's San Carlos field came up a little bit on the light side. It's primarily an allowance caliber sprint. In fact, the horse that I like is still eligible to the second allowance condition. Let's take a look at the field. A field of 9 entered the 7 furlong race. It's the third leg of the mandatory pick 6 payout on Saturday at Santa Anita. A former champion, number 1 Storm the Court, is in the field. He just never really trained on or never really developed into the type of horse that I think his connections and many of us fans as well hoped that he would. Major Cabby has not started since December of 2019. He's been lighting them up in workouts down at San Luis Rey. Manhattan Up is an interesting come from behinder. You have Exalted, who broke his maiden in an allowance race last time out. Now he's in a graded stakes race. Considering the quality of the field, you really can't fault his connections for taking a shot. Exalted is good. I'm not sure that he's fast enough, with an 87 buyer last time out. Let's talk about the dynamics of this race. First of all, there is a kamikaze front runner in here, and his name is Brickyard Ride. And he does his thing up on the front end. There's no taking back with Brickyard Ride. He busts out of the gate. He's actually not that quick out of the gate, the first stride or two. But once he gets going, there might not be another sprinter in California that can keep pace with Brickyard Ride early. Now, the question is, can he carry that speed 7 furlongs? I don't know. And if not, the horse we're going to talk about first is a horse by the name of Loudmouth. And the reason we're talking about Loudmouth is because if this race unfolds as expected, Loudmouth should get the 2-hole trip, sitting second behind Brickyard Ride. If and when Brickyard Ride backs up, Loudmouth is going to be the horse that makes first run on the pace setter. And sometimes the stretch at Santa Anita can be a very difficult place to make up ground. So if Loudmouth can somehow reel in Brickyard Ride, he will have every chance to win this race. Now, is Loudmouth good enough? I don't know, but he's won 3 of his last 4. And he wants to beat you. Let's take a look at the most recent win by Loudmouth. It was on January 30th in a 2 other than allowance race, and he pressed the pace. He fought back. It was a ding-dong battle right to the wire with 3 horses together, and Loudmouth right in the middle. Well, he did what a good horse does. He beat his rivals. Now, was it all that fast? Actually got a 93 buyer speed figure. And this is a good horse in sharp form. There's really no throwouts in this field because, like I said, it's kind of an allowance caliber field. But the horse, I'll be very interested to see how the betting goes in this race because it's the type of race that you could make a case for a number of horses, comebackers, turnbacks. There's a lot of different ways to go. But there is only one way for Brickyard Ride to go, and that is pedal to the metal. Let's take a look at the Cal Cup Sprint. It was January 16th at Santa Anita, and Brickyard Ride opened up. He went fast on the front end, 21-3, 44-1. He opened up, and he was gone. He's on his wrong lead to the wire, but it doesn't matter. He ran them off their feet. Now, this was 6 furlongs. Look at that horse up on the inside, by the way. That is Tigre de Slugo. So Brickyard Ride, a very fast horse trying to carry his speed 7 furlongs after winning that 6 furlong Cal Cup Sprint. After this video is over, fire up Formulator and go back and watch the entire race and focus on Tigre de Slugo. He had a horrific trip. I think he was best in the race. I could be wrong. He lost by more than 3 lengths, finishing second. But he did not break very well. He got shuffled out of position on the turn. He was blocked. He finished with run. And now on Saturday, Tigre de Slugo is stretching out to 7 furlongs. This is a different horse than he was early in his career. He was gelded during his time off. He has run twice since returning as a gelding. He scored a decisive winner of the van win and then a troubled runner-up finish in the Cal Cup Sprint. Stretching out to 7 furlongs off that tough trip last time out, drawn well on the outside. I expect Tigre de Slugo to rally past Brickyard Ride in deep stretch, unless Brickyard Ride just keeps right on running. Tigre de Slugo and Brickyard Ride, my 1-2s in the San Carlos Stakes, race 8, Saturday at Santa Anita.